yes, yes. Oh yes, we're back. We're back, guys. We are back, guys. As you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. We're gonna go live Thursday. Hakeem, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm happy to be alive.
Yes, amen to that, my brother. I say to that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're so happy to the point that we're happy to see our audience once again. Shout out to everybody who's watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. That being said, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. It was a lot of things trending, Hakeem. It was crazy today. So therefore, let's go on to sports. So Hakeem, this was happening in the sports world. Go ahead, Hakeem. Show the image. Nate Robinson finally received a kidney donation. And by him receiving a kidney donation, Hakeem, it was a very, very touchable moment. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Guardian Angels. I got a brother of mine. Mine's my brother, man. And he helped me out a lot, big time, man. I was struggling, and he came through in the clutch.
I got to meet Nate the day after surgery. Neither one of us were able to leave our beds until that point. And I was able to walk in that room, and I think I told Nate we did it. And that's really how I felt. It was a culmination of so much. And it felt like a long time for me, but it was about 9 months of waiting for this moment, just getting to that point where we knew that there'd been great success in this.
Some people don't get to meet their guardian angels. I got a brother of mine. Mine's my brother, man. And he.
There you have it, Hakeem. His dream finally came true. He received a kidney donation. Hakeem, your thoughts about Nate Robinson receiving a kidney donation?
I want to bless our beloved brother who donated his kidney. And Ron, we don't like to talk about. We try not to touch on race here.
Yeah.
That what you just see there is America.
Beautiful.
That's America. Like that. Like when I looked at the guy, I didn't look at a white and a black man. I just seen two men, two brothers, one man helping another. This is what America's all about. We all got to love each other and blur the lines. Shout outs to that man who donated the kidney. Shout outs to Nate Robinson.
Yeah, that was, hey, people don't believe in miracle. There's a miracle right there. Because Nate Robinson, even though he had the money and the resources, he thought he was going to never receive a kidney for anybody. And that guy came out of nowhere. That was his guardian angel for real.
No matter how much money you got, he's a millionaire.
He is.
Multi-millionaire. And let's not forget Steve Jobs, who had pancreatic cancer. He said he would trade all the money in the world to have, just before he passed away, to have his life.
Yep. That is also a fact. But that just show you that miracle could come from any direction. So those that's looking for a miracle, it does happen. It does occur. Blessed be the name of God above, man. 110%. Now, but moving along to more sports. So I can show this headline. Elijah Arenas. If people don't remember, last week he was in a coma. He came out of the coma, and now Hakeem, this is actually breaking news. He is finally out of the hospital.
Praise God.
See, Hakeem, prayer's working today. Miracle is working all over the place. Praise so he's God. Been released from the hospital after that serious car crash he received a couple of weeks ago. More miracles, Hakeem. More miracles. Your thoughts on Elijah Arenas being released from the hospital?
This resonates to anybody who's a parent. If you're a parent, you know what it feels like. I can only imagine what Gilbert was going through. I can only imagine what Elijah's grandparents was going through. To see their son hurt. I don't want to see no child hurt. I don't want to see nobody hurt, but thank God that he was resilient and he bounced back.
Yeah, not only that, but one of his spokespersons stated that he's in great spirit. He remain exuberant, and he's ready to get right back into function mode. So shout out to Elijah Arenas coming out, doing his thing, and moving on to more sports news. If you guys not aware, Shaquille, go ahead, I can't show this headline. Shaquille O'Neal. There's a lot of sports news today, but we're gonna move very quickly on these sports news. Shaquille O'Neal is becoming a general manager of San Antonio State male basketball program.
Yep.
So Shaquille O'Neal, I think you not remember NBA TNT is about to get ready to be done for pretty much done forever. He got to do other stuff for his spare time. So by him doing that, how can you gonna be coaching a young basketball team? What are your thoughts on that?
This isn't Shaq's character. Shaq's like to give back. It's not about money anymore. It's about what he learned for the last 30 years to give back. He had a wonderful career. He's given multiple millions back, and this is just another inch on Shaq's back. This is why I pray Shaq get even more richer. Because let me tell you, same thing with Bill Belichick, who's going down there to North Carolina to coach. It's not about money anymore. When you're a man and you reach a certain level of success, you do these things.
Yep. And going along, so Hakeem, I don't know if you heard, but recently Paul Pierce was featured on a recent podcast where he talks about why NBA players date white women, because they hold themselves accountable and they apologize more. So let's take a listen and let's watch the clip as she breaks it down on why NBA players date white women.
Why do you feel like men, especially NBA players, get with the white women? Is it because they're easy, quote unquote?
I got some theories, but I really want to hear it from him.
I do too. I want to hear it too.
I honestly think that maybe they appreciate maybe more and they apologize more.
Listen, I'm scared. Hold on. Do you feel like, why do you feel hold on.
I mean, you know,
I had an interview with
they don't mind being held accountable.
I'm so scared of this, y'all, because I had an interview with Columbus Short and I asked him this similar question and he said something and I got dragged for filth. I was on Breakfast Club, I was on Sherry, I had death threats for so long from Black women because they said I laughed when he said that. So let me not laugh. I don't have nothing to do with this.
I mean, that's what
Black.
I think.
I'm Black.
Know.
He don't know though, because he dates Black women, period. So do not come for him, period.
So I think your Paul Pierce pretty much saying, why do NBA date white women? NBA players date white women.
I don't want to get dragged.
So what? So you agree? So you telling me you agree with Paul Pierce and his sentiment?
I do agree.
White women hold themselves accountable. They're more.
He was joking, but obviously, like
there's some truth to it. You believe it? There's some truth to it.
So look at this. Name me any of them NBA players where their white woman is not trying to be the star of attention. You can't find them. They play the back. You don't even know who LaMelo Ball's girlfriend is.
No.
She plays the back. She doesn't want to be in the line. She cooks. She even watches his dogs. And I'm not saying that there's not Black women that are like that, but men, from a traditional standpoint, men with money want people who are a lot more submissive and whose egos are not going to be inserted. You can't be bigger than the program.
But you think all these NBA players and also football players are programmed to date white women when they get into the league and dating Black women? I think they are.
No, I don't feel like it's all about treatment. Here's the thing, Ron. Me and you grew up in the ghetto, right?
Right.
And we used to date nothing but ghetto girls who fight, wear bangles in their ears, and doing this, and then you meet something different who's a lot nicer and sweeter. What are you gonna say? You might lean towards that. You remember, let's not forget me, you, and Jordan. We have so many episodes. We did an episode on what's the wide receiver name from the Eagles?
Jalen?
No, not Jalen. Damn, what's the guy? He's older.
Antonio? AJ Brown?
Not AJ Brown. He's a wide receiver. So let me tell you what he said. He said when he was in school, the girl said that he was too black. He was too dark skinned.
Yeah, but that's school. That's high school.
But here's the thing: people don't forget. People hold trauma when they get older. So when he got into college, and white girls was a lot nicer to him, and I'm telling you, everybody's situation is different. But what Paul Pierce said, he was joking, but there was some truth to it.
I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, I think they still programmed to date white women when they get into the league. Even though people may have pushed back on that, but I think they are, because it was the other way around. If white men was taught to date black women, I think people would say the same exact thing. Not only that, but also moving on. This is the final sports topic right here. So LeBron James and the Lakers pretty much lost just again against the Minnesota Timberwolves, 103-96. LeBron James and Luka didn't do it. I thought it was going to be Lakers versus Golden State on the next turnaround. They didn't win. But LeBron James explained why. Is it because they don't have a center? Let's hear the commentary. Go right ahead.
Didn't I tell you that they wasn't going to win?
Yeah, you did. You right on again. Go right ahead.
LeBron, basically from mid-January on, right when AD got injured, you guys started playing a lot of centerless basketball, and that required a lot from you and Doe and Rui and then Vando once he got back. Just from a physical, taxing standpoint, how tough was that for the last 3.5 months to play that style, and do you feel like that caught up at all in this series?
No comment. I'll never say that, because my guy AD said what he needed, and then he was gone the following week, so I got no comment. I put that uniform on every night. I gave everything I had, and that's all that matters.
LeBron,
That's all you got. So
mid-January
on LeBron James, the answer to the comment of not having the center, because AD was their defender. He was gone. Luka and LeBron couldn't do it, so they got defeated. Got swept.
I want people to always remember this. We can put LeBron up there, but LeBron is not nothing without the people around him.
Mm-hmm.
When he won the championships in Miami, a lot had to do with Wade and Bosh. More of the time, it was Wade that helped, that took it in clutch, and also some players. Here, they just wasn't ready, and the performance was very lackluster. And I tell you, this is why they traded Luka. Luka just doesn't seem healthy like that.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that too. They say it seems like Luka's still out of shape. But remember, now they get the resin over the summer. Hopefully, Luka will be back into shape, and then see what he's going to do. And everybody trying to figure out what LeBron James is going to do, because it seems like his contract is up. But let's see what happens during the summer. So like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody who's watching us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Shout out to Wyatt High, who's also in the building. Say Dallas Mavericks won the trade deal. Of course they did. I think Jordan can actually agree with that. A lot of people say that Dallas won the trade deal, and they can see now. People can see why during this playoff
they did. Wyatt, you were right. Listen,
Wyatt was right.
We right. I seen it too. After I seen a couple plays with Luka on there, they had to get rid of him. The man would listen. The GM was complaining and telling Luka not to drink. Stay off the liquor. He's from Europe. They popping bottles every night. Cold ones. And he's not working out like that. Come on, man. Why are we going to waste $325 million on somebody? And that was going to be his max if they didn't get rid of that boy.
But let's see how. But I said let's see how he does in the summer. But moving along to money. Money make the world go round. Money make our pockets fat. Hakeem, go ahead and show this picture. So it's a Long Island High School created a AI calorie tracking app, which projected to generate $30 million. Hakeem, a high school student created his own app. Go ahead, Hakeem. Play that clip.
This is where
Go ahead, play the clip.
A Long Island teen crushing it with a revolutionary food app using AI to track calories.
Yeah, he's raking in millions of dollars. And as Fox 5's Jody Goldberg shows us, turns out the genius teen is actually being denied admissions to some Ivy League schools.
He was a coding connoisseur at the age of 7.
I would binge watch YouTube videos.
Sold his first website to an international gaming company at 16.
I sold that for 6 figures.
Now he's 18.
The data's pretty good.
And Zach Yetagari's latest venture, Cal AI. It's a calorie tracker inspired by his frustration with existing nutrition apps. It already has more than 5 million downloads. And Zach tells us it's on track to bring in $30 million this year.
It will be much more accurate than estimating by yourself, just visually.
So how's it work? You can virtually take a picture of any type of food, let AI figure out how many calories you're consuming, along
A Long Island teen crushed
with the carbs, proteins, and fats.
Across time zones.
The normal mom instinct is get off the computer and go to bed. But you can't really say that to somebody like Zach.
Zach has this advice for anyone else considering a career in coding.
My advice is always to get started now.
Gaining momentum and recognition while helping others lose weight and achieve their goals. In Roslyn, Long Island, Jody Goldberg, Fox 5 News.
Boy, I can't go far. Remember, I think you said this years ago. You say the number one thing black people should learn how to do is create their own app. This high schooler is doing it. Your thoughts?
So I'm gonna take a book out of Waha. Shout out to Gage. Yeah, but Jesus gave eternal life. Gage, we need apps in the hood. You know what I'm saying, Gage? Listen, we need apps to be scanning these niggas. So here's the thing. I've always said this, we need to bring STEM programs back to the ghetto. We need to prioritize this. The only reason he learned coding because his mother and father exposed him that too young. It's not that hard. We need to start a STEM program to get every ghetto kid to learn how to make an app. This could be, listen, that should have been little Antoine from out of Roosevelt Projects.
Facts. Preach on it.
Or little Shamika from out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, who did a hair app, a wig extension app. Like, come on, dude, let's get serious. And that's
and people got to realize this is the future. If you want your kids to generate generational wealth, find a way how they can help people. That's how you become wealthy. Figure out from a very young age, how can you help somebody?
And you know what he just said? I binge watch YouTube to make his app.
I forgot what's his name who used to say it all the time about coding. He was talking about it a lot. Coding. He was an NBA player. Remember he went viral. What's his name?
Yeah.
Can't come to mind. But he was always talking about coding and how kids should get into coding, just like this kid. And trust me, that is the future to go. So go. But Hakeem, going on to more financial news. Hakeem, go ahead. Show this image of this. So midday power naps improve on job performance. So people fail to realize that when you're on your 20-minute break, 30-minute break, or an hour break, they say researchers are saying that it's good to take a nap because you know why? It's going to give you enough energy, enough mind power to finish out the rest of your day. And not only that, but you also become more intellectual when it comes to your job. So Hakeem, your thoughts on taking a power nap while you at work?
You're talking to the sleeping giant. Before I got here, I took a nap. When I'm at work, I take a nap. I take power naps before I'm working. While I'm working.
That's facts. I totally agree. Shout out to this new subscriber. Go right ahead. I can read the comment.
Shout out to Posey757. Virginia in the building. You don't think I know where you at? Richmond, no, not Richmond. Norfolk, Newport News, 757 in the building. He said a lot of places have those programs, but people do need to speak more on them and highlight.
Facts.
Posey, I like that. He's talking about the STEM, but Posey, here's the thing. It's not in the ghetto. It's not in the worst schools in America. We need to bring the STEM program to the worst failing schools in America. We need to not always put basketball and football and start putting computers in these boys' hands and say, let's create an app. Let's go.
Not only that, but it's very important, guys. So take the scientist's advice. Make sure when you're on your break, you feel kind of sleepy, kind of tired. Take a power nap. like what Hakeem is this demonstrating, and then get your energy right back up so you can be able to function out the rest of the day. I do it, Hakeem. When I feel super tired, I go in my car, take a power nap. But when I get back, and like I feel fully energized, it's like my brain power just got right back. Yeah, you got right back. I think the reason why is you give your mind enough time to process, rest everything you learn, and then get right back on and do it again. But shout out to Power Nap. It's very, very important. And that last topic when it comes to aspect of financial news, a woman explain. Go ahead, show this clip. A woman explain why church does need your tithes.
You need to start asking the church, where is your money going?
Well, Mr. Ryan, I'm so glad you asked. So for today's lesson, let's do some basic math facts, shall we? The average church only brings in about $300,000 a year. With that $300,000 a year, all operational costs must be met. Lights, water, cleaning, insurance, cleaning people, toiletries, paper, printer, ink, grounds upkeep, the list goes on and on. And that's before we even get to paying mortgages, interest on said mortgages, and sometimes second mortgages, depending on the financial history of the church. Oh, did we forget to pay the pastor who probably has an undergrad, graduate, or sometimes even a doctoral degree in order to be efficient and proficient at their job? Let's talk about the other staff in musicians, student leaders, custodians, and the like. So where is your tithes and offering going? It's going to running your local church.
You need to start asking the church, where is your money going?
Oh yeah, Hakeem, your
Well,
thoughts
Mr.
on
Ryan,
her
I'm
breaking
so
down
glad you asked. So for today,
where tithes is actually going, because a lot of people have questions. They're like, okay, I give my tithes to church, but I don't see the result or the fruits of my giving to the church. Go right here, Hakeem, your thoughts on tithes to the church.
They didn't pay Jesus nothing. Jesus ain't getting no tithes. He was around there passing bread out. So I do think that when we actually wonder, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm very critical about the church. I've only been to one church that I ever seen done anything and that gave back. And shout outs to New Birth Baptist Church. Shout out to New Birth Baptist Church off 22nd and 135th.
I know it's the one exactly what you're talking about.
I'm gonna put respect on their name. Shout out to Bishop T. Curry. Whenever I seen there was a disaster, they was giving out free food, free meat. So when we're talking about, if you're going to be paying tithes and you become a mega church, you have to offer something back. So it makes sense if the actual church was doing something in the neighborhood.
Yes, and also she does make a good point. So sometimes churches use the resources with like tithes to pay like musicians, parking attendants, security, other things, so it can make you feel safe. Remember, at the end of the day, churches, I always tell people, yeah, churches is a house of God, but it's also a business assignment as well. They got to keep things running. Some churches are not funded by the government. Some churches are funded by the government, but there's some that are not funded by the government. They use people's tithes to keep things going. So to me, I don't have an issue with it. I just don't like certain churches that actually use the resources and then they live lavish lifestyle in people's faces. Those are the one I have an issue with. But that one right there, I don't have an issue at all. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. Moving along, Hakeem to hip-hop, 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 hip-hop. So, Hakeem, right now, Megan Thee Stallion have her own Popeye franchise. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Play that clip. And keep it in mind, Hakeem, is nowhere else but in Miami.
Florida bound.
Yeah, go to the next one.
Or is this only with 2 slides? This is the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's pretty much it. Of course, don't play the sound on the sound because of copyright issues. So I can't show you that Megan Thee Stallion is using her resources for good. But however, critics, when I mean critics, people are saying that why they had to be like a fast food joint? Why couldn't it be something much healthier than Popeye? Your thoughts about that, Megan Thee Stallion doing her thing and having her own Popeyes franchise?
So this time I'm gonna have to support Megan Thee Stallion. Whatever a woman does is a problem, but I support her more enough to diversify her money. She made the smart move. It's a proven method. Popeyes is gonna sell out. She's gonna make $1 million back what she invested into it.
She gonna make $1 million. Yep.
We
And
know-
not only that, when she on tour, she promotes it and stuff like that. It's a deal. They got, she got to make a deal with them.
Yeah, we know a lot of y'all don't want to eat healthy. Y'all want to clog y'all arteries. Go down there and get that chicken biscuit.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie, their wings are fire. I ain't gonna lie.
No, they wings are fire.
I ain't gonna lie. They don't sit well in my stomach, but their wings are fire, man. Shout out to Popeyes. Not only that, but this is also an update from Boozy. We talked about it last time I came, but this is an update from Boozy. Boozy actually went to the doctor, and he got his result back, and it came back negative. Play that clip of him talking about his result being negative about his heart condition.
I got out the hospital and went straight to the stage. When I get back to Atlanta, man, I'm going to get
that one.
My testing came back negative with my heart. God good, man. I took all these tests for my heart, and I gotta chill out, bro. I can't pushing myself. I gotta rest, man. Can't let my heart keep getting excited. I gotta rest, man. That's what I gotta do.
That's what we need.
Change my diet. I gotta rest.
The older you get, the more rest.
With my heart, you know.
Do CCR take rest?
All the tests came back negative, man. So
You on vacation now.
Man, God good, bro.
Go ahead, I can't speak on it, because now we starting to take rest. When we work so hard, I see us grinding, and we be like, yo, it's time to take a rest. We taking rest. Go right ahead, King. Your thoughts on Boozy negative result and also talking about taking more rest.
I'm happy. I thank God that he's doing okay, but he has to do a little bit more. It's about the rest, but we got to treat our bodies like a temple. Stop the smoking. Stop the drinking liquor. Stop the staying up all night. You know what I mean? These are the things that contribute a factor. A lot of us in the Black community has unhealthy behaviors. And once we correct those, we can live a long, healthy life. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it is good, God's word, but he just have to change.
Yeah, and that's also a fact. I would say it's very important, especially as a Black man. The more work you do, the more rest. If you're working late night and you're working like 7 days a week, make sure that following week, make sure you be like, hey, baby, everything gonna be turned off. I need my 8 hours of sleep. You need rest. You're not a robot. You're not a machine. You are a human being, and your body needs rest. Your body needs enough time to recuperate. And I think that's the number one reason why a lot of people are sick today. They're working so hard, but they're not giving enough rest. Your body needs rest. I'm a workhorse. I can't know that. I can't be talking about that. I work like.
You don't play no game.
I don't play no game. But I realize you do need rest as you get older. You need rest, folks. You need rest. More. Let's move more on hip hop news, Hakeem. So Kodak Black say women love his skin, even though he don't bath every day. Hakeem, this was we hear from Kodak Black in a very long time. This is a tough. Go right ahead.
All the women say they love my skin, especially for on these days every day. I don't shower every day, so like when touching me, they be like, "Oh, you got some soft, beautiful skins. You got smooth skins." I'm like, "What? I don't shower." Not every day. But they be like, "Oh yeah, I don't what you call it. I don't want lotion or something what you call it." Not every day. For me, I'm just gas, bro. You know, when I look at me, I be like, she look like.
I can't. Kodak is crazy.
Hey,
I give your thoughts on Kodak making that bizarre comment. Do you really believe he don't take showers every day? Like, come on.
I might be. Listen, who would want to say something like that?
He's doing that to go viral. He just went viral by saying that. He's a celebrity. He's ain't gonna go viral. Kodak Black been quiet for a very long time. We haven't been talking about Kodak for like 3 weeks.
Basically,
now he's going viral again just by saying what he said.
I don't take showers. The women love your money, not you. They'll tell you anything to get to your money. If you don't like, but this is the thing, we have to change the culture of it. Women can't be so enticed to money to want to sleep with somebody who don't take showers.
Shout out to Know Your Word. Exactly. They just capping. That was it, capping. I can't. Come on. You think Kodak Black don't take showers every day? Like, come on.
Bruh, like, he look like he smoked out all the time.
But But of course, but come on, he go to a different event. You think they're gonna have him out there looking like that? He have an image to protect, even though he looks smoked out. But like, come on.
You got a lot of people with money who don't take showers. Remember, Janae Aiko said that a couple years ago. She didn't take showers. And I'm like, and you talking about we want to like to hit that box, knowing that you don't shower every day?
Moving along to more financial news. So Tiny said Biggie apologized and salted line about Escape minutes before his passing. So I don't know if people remember the line that Biggie made a long time ago on one of his songs. He called them and apologized. Go ahead, I can play that clip from Tiny bitching and Biggie apologizing.
I'm tired of that. I am, dog.
It's crazy. The other day I saw Jermaine Dupri speak out on certain things when it came to the beginning of the group. And he said that it was harder to break y'all because you weren't considered cute. When you hear things like that, does that like kind of bother you? Because it kind of bothered me because I thought y'all was cute because I was trying to dress like y'all. So it's like, you know, obviously we heard the line that Biggie said, which I felt like was super disrespectful. But then for Jermaine to kind of like comment on it, did y'all feel any kind of?
I did not, honestly, I did not see the interview, but I did see like a clip floating online. I mean, somebody thought we was cute. There you go. You know, we dropped them albums, we went platinum each time. You know, somebody, you know, he must have saw something. But with that being said, with the Biggie situation, you know, that was something that did happen. You know, we don't, you know, obviously the world heard the song. The girls, they are more forgiving than I, and I feel bad to this day because the day that he passed away, we were at that party, and Biggie apologized. I wouldn't go over there.
Yeah, so he, somebody came to, I don't know if it was Diddy or somebody came and said, Biggie wanted to speak to y'all, and
let's be clear, this wasn't a Diddy party. This was
it was the awards.
Okay, all right. Let's just be clear. Go ahead, finish telling the story, Tiny.
And she was like, "I ain't going to speak to that." And I was just like, "I'm gonna go see what he's talking about." And you know, he was very nice. He was very apologetic. And he basically said, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm ugly. Look, I'm ugly. I just said, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are beautiful. And, you know, I just, you know, wanted to say, I apologize or whatever. And so I went back and I told Candy, I told her what you said, and then he ended up passing like probably 20, 30 minutes after that happened.
Wow. But he was definitely a fan. He came to our show in New York.
He did say that. He was coming to our shows, and when he came to our shows, Jermaine would come and say, "Hey, Biggie outside, he want to come in." We were like, "No, you can't come in here."
Right. You know he was on the front row though,
because we felt some kind of way.
Right. Of course.
So even though, but he was showing up, he kept coming to different shows, and we just wasn't trying to hear anything or see him or basically be like, "Yeah, you can come in here and, you know, parlay with us." We wasn't with it.
Isn't it kind of eerie that 30 minutes before he passes away, you guys get to find out, at least some of y'all finally get a chance to have the conversation about that?
Yeah, it was a moment that I, you know, take, you know, really, you know, cherish because, you know, I got to hear it before he passed, and you know, I got to pass it on to the girls.
Yeah,
and it was great to hear him at least acknowledge that he was wrong.
Man, that's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
So, Hakeem, your thoughts about that crazy story? How he apologized minutes before he pretty much about to leave the earth.
Let me tell you what makes me so mad about this.
Go ahead.
The man mama just passed away, bro.
But they're not saying nothing bad. They say he apologized.
I understand that. Maybe because I'm a fan of Biggie's, and I think that he doesn't know them. It's hip hop. People say things, and we're so sensitive. And I'm happy, but he also is a Caribbean too. So I know he didn't mean that, and he didn't mean to be offensive by it. And he did pass away, and he's tried to apologize. But the thing about it is, you want to know why I'm so mad? Because they talk about this every year, bro. This is not the first time I've heard they asked them this question. And L'Oreal is so young that I don't even think, you know what I mean, for that to be posing this question. The man mama just died. I'm saying maybe if the man mama wasn't just, she ain't even been buried but a couple months to be bringing this about the man, you know what I mean? That's my feeling. I just wish there was something we could have.
Now that, but shout out to Tommy B, Reaction TV, guys. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. He also talks about it as well. He said they told this story before. Like you were saying, Hakeem, they told this story before. Now that shout out to Judge Jay, that's also in the building this way.
Keyside? Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right though. They, like you said, they told this story before, and not only that, Tommy B confirmed it.
Years and years I've been hearing them ask this question, and she's been saying the same answer. So the only reason why I'm upset, if this wasn't the man, mama just died a couple months ago, bro.
But people don't care.
I understand that. It's just weird. It's just weird. Like
people do not care.
You know what I mean? Like you have Biggie's son who was with the mama every day. Granted, they gotta live with this shit and being reminded, oh, your dad just escaped. They're not here anymore. So, like, it's already been done.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. Moving along, Hakeem, to the main topic on today's show. Trump telling Stephen A. he should run for president in 2028? Go ahead, Hakeem. Play that clip.
May run for president, as you know. Do you have any advice for Stephen A? If he launches the run?
No, Stephen A. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy. I love watching him. He's got great entertainment skills, which is very important. People watch him. You know, a lot of these Democrats I watch, I say they have no chance. I've been pretty good at picking people and picking candidates, and I will tell you, I'd love to see him run.
All right, there you go. Stephen A. Smith may run for president, as you know. Do you have any advice?
Appointing Stephen A. to run for president in 2028. However, Stephen A. made a comment today, say he liked the offer. He appreciated President Trump for giving him that shout out. But however, he is not running for president. He want to stay where he's at. Go ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts.
Stephen A. is a straight shooter. He is a conservative moderate.
But will he be good enough for president?
He will be good enough for president. He doesn't lop on both sides. So he's a conservative moderate. Like he has conservative views, but he also concedes moderate views from the Democrats. So he's not so far left or so far right. So he's in the middle. So somebody can be able to make decisions that help. It's just like somebody will say that, okay, we need to raise taxes, but we also going to donate some of the money to put better health care, like something like that.
Yeah, but to me, I think not everybody's fit to run president. Not everybody's fit to be to run the country. Remember, being president of the United States is a huge, big responsibility. As you can see, like Trump, a lot of people say right now he's not taking his office really serious because you don't know how powerful being the president is. Even though shout out to Tommy B, he said entertainment skill for being president. Stephen A. is very entertaining. As you can see, very controversial. Anything he say pretty much go viral, and that's why he's getting the bag right now when it comes to the aspect of the ESPN First Take. However, him running for president, nah. Do I see them want another black president, Hakeem? No, that's not happening. Obama is going to be the only and final one. There will never be another black president. I am sorry. That's not. And even then, Obama, the way Obama won presidency, I'm not gonna lie to you, Hakeem, he was very smooth talking, very, very intelligent to the point he captivated everybody. For Stephen A. to be president, he gotta be able to captivate everybody. And right now, people already got him on the chopping block because of his LeBron James comment. So him being president ain't gonna happen. Go right ahead.
Nah, definitely, man. I like Stephen A. still. I think he's a straight shooter. Yeah, and I like that he doesn't fall left or right. And that's the thing. Look, I could see him being the governor or the mayor of New York City.
No changes to ye 2028. Oh, heck no. Heck no.
Hey, I'm with you. Hey, no chase, I'm with you. Kanye forever.
No. If that's the case, make Umar president. Oh, 2028. No.
Make Umar the governor of Delaware. He just needs something real small to govern.
Because right now, and Trump took job with the Democratic Party because right now they don't have anybody fit to run for president for their party. So that's why he took a quick jab at the pretty much Democratic Party. Moving on to more trending news. So Hakeem, Dave Blunt get trapped in the elevator. And while he was trapped in the elevator, he went on live and asked Ye for help. Go right ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Is this how it ends? I don't know.
Hey, mind you, guys, he's
call
trapped
Ye,
in the
man.
elevator.
I need some
He's
help,
trapped.
bro. Somebody call Ye. Send this to Ye, man.
And keep it in mind, guys, he was trapped in the elevator for several hours.
I ate to her, bro. I want to go home. Is this how it ends?
Hakeem, your thoughts are big. Dave got trapped in the elevator.
Listen, since I'm a part of the Fat Boy Society, me and Dave Blunt about to get on those Ozempic. That's what we gonna do. Dave Blunt, I'm gonna hit you up. I know a doctor. I'm talking to the doctor now. We're gonna get on those Ozempic so we won't get stuck in the elevator. That's what we need. We need Ozempic. That's what we need. Because boy, look at here. And listen, he's sitting down.
Yeah, he's sitting down.
He's not sitting up.
He's not sitting up. He's sitting down, and he's panicking the whole time.
I'm like, you can't listen. I'm not gonna let him disgrace the Fat Boy Society. No, bro. Like that shit was wild. But
but don't elevator have weight limit. They should have knew like because he's a huge man.
But here's the thing: there's a number on the elevator to call when something happens. Why he get on live? Listen, Tommy B say
no, yeah, he's beyond. Yeah, he's beyond. He's big.
Listen,
he's a big guy.
I gotta get it. We're gonna get him on Ozempic, and I'm gonna be his trainer.
But he eventually was let go, and he went live again, and he told his fans he's okay, he's doing well. But that one right there, he was really, really panicking. He thought that was it. You know, because some people they're very claustrophobic. When they trap in the elevator, they don't know how to remain calm. And lucky for him that he was in an expensive area that they was able to get there pretty quickly. Because you know some people would be there for like hours.
Ironically, for him being that big, his shows are sold out.
Yeah, people love him.
It's crazy.
People love him. Remember when people rock with you, they rock with you.
He was on.
Yeah, JJ. He was on live. He was on live while he did it. He was on live.
Yeah,
he was on live. First, they called the fire department. Then he went live. He went live. That's why that clip went viral.
Listen, now, he has a girlfriend.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, she's about $140.
Wow. Well, he got money. You know that. He got money. And he's famous too. He's famous. And moving along, Hakeem, Akon. Akon revealed his brother secretly posed as him to perform and keep shows money. So Akon was featured on a recent podcast where he explained how his lookalike brother would normally do the shows for him while he do other things. Go right ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Is it true back in the day your brothers would fill in for you at shows?
No, it was just well, Boo used to fill in for me in shows, and then my other brother Omar, he would just Debo, like straight take a show. Like I'll be in New York, and next thing you know, I'm getting a flyer from Baltimore that I'm performing live. This would just book the show and keep the money. Like wouldn't even tell me. Like as if I'm not gonna find out.
He would go as you.
He would go as me. Omar was straight gangster about it.
Oh man, and this is like before, I guess, like the internet was like super readily available.
This was
so people could be like, I guess that is Akon.
No, they would not know the difference.
Right. There was no YouTuber they could pull it like, hold on.
Right. And when you see me and my brother separately, if you didn't see me in person, you would definitely say, okay, 1,000%.
Is it true back in?
There you go. So I can think about it. They look just alike. That's his twin. So he posed it really well. So you won't even know it was Akon. So some of the places that people thought Akon was performing, dope, that was actually his brother, and they was getting the money. Hakeem, your thoughts on them manipulating the crowd like that? That was crazy.
Hey, a lot of artists got fill-in guys to go do that. They'll get stunt doubles and stuff. But when I look at that, I would be confused too. I would think that's Akon.
Yeah, I would think that Akon too. They look exactly alike. Crazy how things be a tournament event. Not only that, but shout out to Abi Wody. Yeah, exactly. They could fool anybody because they look exactly like a mirror.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's here watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. Hakeem, the twerking culture is starting to get out of hand.
Yeah.
It's getting out of hand to the point that I don't mind the twerking. You can twerk. But now people are twerking even when it comes to certain areas and certain community. This clip right here, I can't play the clip coming from Atlanta. Make sure don't play the song, but play the clip of these women twerking right now in Atlanta. And that is in Atlanta. Not that one, the second one. That's the second one we're going to show.
Oh, that's the second one. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The one
where it says Atlanta is not Atlanta.
Yeah, you go ahead. You good.
Oh, this doesn't have a song on it, does it?
No.
All right.
Oh, what the fuck?
Now you can pause. But these women are twerking literally in a shopping mall, a high-end shopping mall in Atlanta. Twerking is starting to become like a disease.
Is that Lululemon?
I don't know where it's at, but it's in Atlanta and a high-end. And I don't mind the twerking, but it's time and a place for everything.
I think that's Lululemon.
And they're twerking and they're
whoa.
And now Hakeem, now the second clip, the one that you put up previously, that one a woman would twerk it. Well, of course, don't show it because it actually showed a woman get hit. Literally, she was twerking right in front in the street. Her friend driving in front of the car hit her. Bam.
Hey man,
shout out to Mr. Darlaw that's in the building. The twerking culture is starting to get out of control. Hakeem, your thoughts? We talk about this pretty much on every show now. It's getting out of control.
But you see the thing, Ron, we can't police their bodies. We can't tell them what to do.
No.
If we say something, they say we're being toxic masculinity. They said, oh, you think you know that? Oh, we don't want to live like our grandmothers. Oh, but when we say, now you're getting hurt.
Yes, Jay. People are slow, but they're really mimicking these artists. Gorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, Sexy Red. They're really taking it to a whole nother level to the point now they're getting ran over by cars. They're twerking on top of the cars. And what Hakeem, like 2 days ago, we did a story about a woman literally twerking on top of the car, fell off the car, got hit by a fire truck. What more evidence do people need to see to say like, hey, there's a time and place for everything? This is starting to become out of control. They're doing this for attention and they're doing this to go viral. And keep it in mind, Just Jay and Mr. Darlaw and everybody that's watching us all across the board, this is the black community. This is the black community. Sadly to say, Hakeem, what more proof do they need before it stops?
I'm hurt. Because we love the women, but we just want our women to be held themselves accountable and be in a respectful manner.
Yep. But even though through it all, we still got good news because I want to show this too. Shout out to this martial artist, this martial artist named Joshua, pretty much going to the Guinness World Record for the fastest puncher. Shout out to him, Hakeem. He punched 455 punches within 60 seconds.
Man, this is a problem.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
Hakeem, that was quick. Shout out to him hitting the Guinness World Record by Hakeem. Imagine him fighting Mayweather with that type of punch.
Mayweather went last. Like, and listen, after the fifth punch, it was over with. It's done. Mayweather don't like to get hit.
No, but I'm just saying like that. Hakeem, the punching was like literally so fast.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw it, I was like, that cannot be real. Cannot be real.
Just say he twerking. What's this?
I thought it was fake. I thought it was AI. No, but it's actually real. Not only that, but this is also breaking news too. I want to make sure we talk about this before we head up on out of here. If you're living in the New York area, they might be issuing you with a $400 inflation check over 8 million residents. So apparently, Hakeem, because the budget was so high, they say they have some money to be left over, and they're giving it back to some people that live in the New York area. So it's pretty much like free money. Hakeem, that's pretty dope.
Listen, somebody in the comments say that's 3 Subway fares, a chopped cheese, and a pack of white teas. That's how much they giving out.
Yeah, but so if you're in there, they're issuing like a $400 check, inflation check, which is something new that I think they're trying to do, but it's because of the budget. It's because of the state budget. They went over budget, so they have some money pretty much being left over.
So it's $400?
$400.
Oh, that's nothing, bro. That's nothing.
Oh, I know. It's in New York because they know they're gonna use it immediately. Listen, so that's the only reason why they're doing it.
When I used to go, listen, people spend 400 in 3 minutes.
Yes.
Like in New York, like when I was in New York, like for a weekend, and this is why you got to make money there. I remember when I used to go out there for a weekend, I spent like $800. Just a weekend, just being out, eating, taking cabs is like $800.
Well, most definitely. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble. And also, thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. Shout out to Tommy B Reaction TV that was in the building. Shout out to Mr. Wahai, who's also in the building. Just Jay. Hey, Just Jay was also in the building today. Shout out to Mr. Dollar, who's also was in the building. Shout out to you, Big Dog. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, make sure you subscribe to Mr. Dollar channel. He did a dope reaction to the P. Diddy trial, which is about to start really soon. So, guys, make sure y'all go check it out. It was a really dope documentary on Mr. Dollar's page. And now that shout out to Tommy B Reaction. Guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He has some dope reaction over there. Shout out to Know Your Work. That was also in the building. Why hi, thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to the new subscriber to the channel, Mr. Gage. And who was the other one, Hakeem? Was it Positive what, 757?
I think so. Yeah, Positive 757.
Not only that, guys, it's also very important that you guys go and check out our community, not our community tab, but in our description. In the description where you can find the KR Culture Radio store, where we have the KR Culture Radio gear, the KR Culture Radio hat, the t-shirt, the coffee mug. You see I haven't got the shirt, the polo shirt is there. The polo shirt, the sweater, everything is there. And the KR Culture Radio store is on top of the chat. And also it's in the description. So guys, make sure y'all go and check it out. Guys, also very important, go to KR Culture Radio community tab. Any community tab where you can find Prince Hakeem book. Right? New book, Rising Kings. Hakeem, very quickly, tell people about your book, big dog.
So hold on.
Yeah, make sure you got the commercial queued up too as well.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. You going to go on 1 second, guys. You're gonna go ahead and get the book, so you guys are gonna check it out. And I have a shout out to the Instagram watcher right now, watching us laws certification. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate you for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. Go right ahead, King. Your thoughts on your new book, Rising Kings.
I want to thank He always promotes me. But the book is called Raising Kings, Empowering Black Boys for the Next Generation. I have a heavy heart for young Black men. I want to raise Black men to be husbands, entrepreneurs, STEM fields, engineers. And this is just a book just to combat certain things. And these are just things I've seen over time and stuff like that. It's not a big book, but it's packed with a lot of information, easy to read, to help young Black men to try to get it. And this is for, and I wrote this for not only single mothers, single fathers, white guys who have biracial sons, Hispanic guys who have biracial sons. You have a biracial son, or you are white and you're with a Black woman and she has a Black son, and you want to just try to dive into, understand, to try to help raise. And this is for everybody. It's easy to read and just to talk about it. It doesn't get into anything so political or racial. It's just how to help raise and understand the nuances of raising a young Black boy in America. And also you have another book too, Black Love, as well. So you have two books that's right now in the community tab. So guys, go ahead, check it out, support this Black author. He's up and coming, he's doing his thing. And total, he got 4 books out. Yeah. Well, 3, because the other one you had issue with that one. But you have in total 3 books out, and 3.5, because the other one he's still fighting for. So shout out to Prince Hakeem, go ahead doing his thing. Not only that, also in the community tab where you can find Prince Hakeem album as well. You already know, Broadway Fat. So guys, go ahead, check it out. He's not only an author, he's also an artist as well. And on the back there is a QR code in the community tab. You click on it, it leads you guys right over to the album. He's doing it all. I told you guys, KR Culture Radio is going to be the biggest thing on the planet. Not only when it comes to podcasting, but also entertainment, artistry, and also film very, very soon. And before we head on my eye here, Hakeem, go ahead. Show the commercial from Stevie. Kareem Stevie. It's not playing. It's not playing? No. Oh, the audio. The music's low. You gotta back it up. Yeah, there's no sound. I don't know. It's probably through your headphones. Ooh, child. Yeah, it's not playing. There you go. It's not playing. Go right ahead. It's not playing. Yeah. Yeah, but sorry about that. Technical issue on that. But guys, make sure you go and check it out. I'll probably older bro probably click. Because she said she couldn't see it. So hold up. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Like I already that, but shout out to Jordan as well. He couldn't be with us today, but he will be with us tomorrow. Like always, thank you guys for tuning in to KR Culture Radio Vertical Live Thursday. We over and out. Peace.